Qualifying for Vegas is done and dusted, and I don't think many people could have predicted how that was going to turn out. I mean, I thought Lando was going to be on pole, and he was by some distance, even though he lost a lot of time in turn 16, nearly smashing the wall. Very, very impressive lap from him right at the end. Oscar Piastri a little bit unlucky with the yellow flag. That's the way it goes when you're out that late. You run that risk, especially in those conditions. It's just unfortunate for Oscar. It's the way the cookie crumbles this time around. He did look like he had pace in him, so I think he could make some moves in the race. Carlos Sainz P3, the only driver to have been in the top three in qualifying in every Las Vegas Grand Prix, and that's definitely not something I thought we would say coming into this weekend. But of course, the big talking point out of that qualifying was Lewis Hamilton, qualifying last on pure pace for the very first time in his entire career. The first Ferrari driver to qualify last since Giancarlo Fisichella in Abu Dhabi 2009, I believe. And bear in mind, Fisichella was not the full-time Ferrari driver that year. He was standing in for Massa, who got injured in Hungary, so he had a reason to not be that quick. And unfortunately, it's his fault. That's what it comes down to. They did lots of reviews on it and analysis in the post-show for qualifying. Sky looked at it. Anthony Davidson and Jensen Button were commenting on it, and it ultimately boiled down to Lewis should have known to keep pushing. He backed out of that almost immediately. He should have kept going until he was told to stop. That seems like Lewis's mistake. Should Ferrari have told him it's going to be close but keep going? Maybe. Should a seven-time world champion know where the timing line is and know to keep going until the checkered flag pops up on your dash? Probably. But there you go, he's last. Now, there's also an argument that he's a better part of 3.5 seconds off the pace, and in changeable conditions, with the track developing all the time, you shouldn't be that far off. And there's a similar argument for Yuki Tsunoda and Kimi Antonelli. And for Lewis Hamilton, he shouldn't have needed to be waiting till his very last lap to be getting that in. That's a real shame for him. It's a big blow for Ferrari. But again, ultimately, I can't do anything other than put the blame on Lewis Hamilton. Let me know what you think. Is that Lewis's fault for not quite knowing? And should he have, to use the football term, played the whistle, keep going until you're told to stop? Or is it on Ferrari to say, this is going to be really tight, but push as hard as you can and we'll tell you if you don't make it? But there we go. That is qualifying. If you missed it this morning, you missed a doozy. Lando Norris on pole. Championship very much looks like, again, it can't be wrapped up this weekend. And actually, if it finishes as it started with Lando first, Max second, and Oscar fifth, Max will still be mathematically in contention. Lando needs to outscore him by 9 points this weekend to knock him out of contention. So if it finishes as it starts, good podium for Carlos Sainz. But Max will still be in contention, but Lando can wrap it up in Qatar. It's going to be an interesting race. Again, it's at 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. Oh, I might get up for it now after that qualifying to see what happens. Let me know if you're getting up, but ultimately let me know, is that Ferrari's fault or is that Lewis Hamilton's fault that he's qualified 20th for the first time in his career?